Okay, seems like the net zero plans are not going as planned because the mainstream media, the establishment, the academics, left wing academics, they're all freaking out. They're all panicking and they're concerned about the rise of new media and, of course, other scientists who are disputing certain policies. Now, a group of academics decided to get together, write an angry letter to Downing Street and the Prime Minister saying, can you clamp down on Mahyar, Tousi and many others who are spreading hate and disinformation, blah, 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 and criticizing our net zero plans and air pollution. They're claiming that I'm claiming that air pollution doesn't exist because we criticize ULEZ, for example, or low traffic neighborhoods. Now, I'm going to show you this clip from the BBC because the BBC decided to give airtime to this issue, give platform to this letter, angry letter. It's brilliant. Let's go.
A group of academics has written to the Prime Minister criticising politicians for discrediting the science around air pollution. It comes amid controversy of the Mayor's further expansion of the ultra-low emission zone this summer to cover all of Greater London. Our environment correspondent Tom Edwards joins me now.
Sorry, right. If you criticise ULEZ, that means you're disputing air pollution. Are you kidding me with this?
What have these scientists said?
Well, firstly, I can't remember an intervention like this from a group of scientists into London politics. It doesn't happen very often. Normally, they'll try and stay out of policy. But what's happened is 36 scientists, air pollution experts, have written to the Prime Minister criticising, and I quote, mainstream politicians. It doesn't name anyone by name, but it says recently, and I quote, facts have been questioned and scientists have been discredited, first by conspiracy theorists who never believed in the facts science taught us, but more recently and increasingly, we have seen mainstream political endorsement of such suppression campaigns. The letter goes on, very strong words, a collapse in trust in the scientific process would be a disaster. We urge you to dissociate from the merchants of doubt. This is...
Hang on. So, did you see at the beginning it said, well, they're angry because their science or their approach has been discredited. Yeah, that's the wrong choice of wording because you literally just admitted it has been discredited. We're actually saying London is extremely dirty, you idiots. Air pollution is crazy. And also, underground, London Tube is crazy as well. What we're saying is low traffic neighbourhood measures, ULEZ measures, all these net zero measures are not actually helping any of this. Low traffic neighbourhoods, by blocking certain roads, you're actually creating more air pollutions in different areas. And you're creating more traffic in different areas. That's what we are saying. It's basic science. It's just basic facts. But apparently, if you criticise the Mayor of London, you are a nutter.
What Professor Frank Kelly had to say. He's one of the people who put his name to this letter when I spoke to him a little earlier. Have a listen to this.
Oh dear God.
Well, I think increasingly I'm hearing that we don't have an air pollution problem in London. And I just find that very strange when we've known for decades that we do have an air pollution problem. And since 2021, the WHO had tightened their air quality guidelines, which means even outer London is not meeting health-based air quality standards. So that is the issue that I have as a scientist, that I know there is a problem. I know that lots of diseases which we have in Londoners is related in part to the quality of the air they're breathing.
Yeah. All right. So that's not what we're saying. That's not what any mainstream politician. We're talking about the rogue, rebellious backbenchers, by the way. We're talking about Lee Anderson, talking about Andrew Bridgen and these guys. They're simply questioning the logic behind these policies because these policies got nothing to do with the environment or the climate. They are a cash cow scheme in order to make money for the state and for these authorities, as well as being able to control the public. They will have access to our data and everything else, and they can tell us what to do. And wait for the digital currencies to come. That will make it even easier for people like Sadiq Khan and Humza Useless and all the others to be able to control our lives every day. We're not saying air pollution doesn't exist in London. Everybody knows London is dirty. You're causing more chaos. You're making it dirtier by creating more traffic. Lunacy. How are these people, the grown-ups in politics and our institutions, scientists, that Frank Kelly guy, who is so upset? As a scientist, my feelings are hurt. People are questioning my science, my truth, my science. Science changes as well. And you can get new evidence. And new evidence shows that LTNs and ULEZ and the clean air zones, they're not really helping anybody. You're creating more problems. Anyway, let's take a break. hopefully you'll share this video with everyone who don't watch the BBC. You don't have to watch the BBC or mainstream media. I'll have to do it on your behalf so you don't suffer through it on a daily basis. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.